Just across I-25 from downtown Denver, the usual 76,000 fans have made their way to Philip Power Field at Mile High, the home of the Broncos. Today, the first of 3 on this Wild Card Sunday. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Denver Broncos. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen. Will Reichert will get this one started. Off we go through the Rocky Mountain snow in Denver. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Dak going to put it up right away. That'll be caught. It's Travion Henderson. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that play. One first down.
I like this. Right out of the gate, finding ways to get the running backs involved early in the passing game. What that does throughout the rest of the game, Mike, is those linebackers, their drops don't get quite as deep. Those secondary defenders don't get quite as deep. So you know what it opens up down the road? Big-time shots downfield.
And he'll get ahead for a couple. As the flurries continue to fall.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7.
Here we go. Going to 53. Here we go. Going to 54. Here we go. 46. 26.
Once more, it's Henderson. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up the first down.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11. At the Colts' 46-yard line.
Hey, 47. Here we go. 46. 46. 26.
Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He'll get this out to Henderson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. they hook up again. Second time on this drive. And this one's good for 18 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Hey, count. 26.
Prescott now. This caught right side by Worthy. They'll get him up 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 24 now, here's second down and 6.
We're going to go 47. 47. Switch it, hey. Then we're going to 53. 26.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, man he was looking for there. Third down coming up.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to. Let it go. Here we go, 46. Here we go, going to 54. Wide in. And 47. 26.
They'll throw again. Dak. Flush to his right. Oh, trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Surtain.
Yeah, that's just a tough break here in the early going of this postseason, Mike. Everyone stresses the value of the ball, especially in the playoffs. Not only does that interception put an end to this drive, but it also gives all the momentum here early to their opponents.
And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
Oftentimes in the NFL, Mike, blitzing a good quarterback can kind of be feast or famine, because what you do is you actually speed up their process of identifying the open target. So in this case, it's an underneath safety outlet, but the reason he went there so fast is because he was triggered to that target from the blitz.
So 31 yards on this play. A second big one in a row and another first down. Out of shotgun. It's Dart. That's to the rookie from Miami, Elijah Arroyo. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. From the 23, here's second and 6. Dart gonna throw it again. He'll swing this out to Hampton. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. We'll try to run for it with Hampton. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line for the official signal. He's got enough for the first down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
We'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
On second down, Dart. And he gets that to Hardman. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. The Colts with the football to start this second quarter. They've got it facing 3rd and a yard. And here comes Hampton. Oh, he didn't need much, but I don't think he got there. Could have depended on the spot, but it looks like he is short.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
Yeah, so I think, Mike, this is one of those decisions where the conditions and the elements definitely come into play. I think in a normal day of clear weather, this coach makes a different decision in this situation. But here, I can totally understand why he decided to be aggressive and go for it on 4th down.
This one broke it up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
47. Then we're going to 53. Yeah! 26.
Play action now. Prescott. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And that'll be in and out of his hands. It's incomplete.
And that should have been a big one. There's no excuse to drop a ball like that. A sure-handed receiver that's this good. I'm not sure if he just didn't track it. I'm not sure if he lost sight of it for a split second. But you get open downfield at this level, that's got to be a big play.
On 3rd down, Prescott. He's going to try it here again. That's caught! A big connection to flip the field as they get across midfield on that one.
46 yards.
A big play after being backed up. Pick up of 46 yards.
1st and 10.
They'll come up here,
46-yard
1st
line.
and 10.
Yeah, here we go. Right there. Here we go, 46. Hey, kill. Here we go, going. Hey, kill.
Prescott again. Open man. That is Bob. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
10 yards on the pickup.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a 1st down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense. Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
On 2nd down, here's Henderson. He'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
It's a gain of 3.
2 minutes to play. Still searching for our first points of the half. Back with more of the AFC playoffs after this. They've moved the ball well here, but now face 3rd and 2.
Here we go, 47.
He'll try to run for it with Henderson. And he will have a Broncos 1st down by about a yard. They're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
That's another.
And it looked at first like that opening was going to close up on him, didn't it, Mike? I mean, really nice job there by the back. Patient and quickness, kind of all at the same time to find that hole. And he's able to get through to keep this drive alive.
On the draw, it's Henderson. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Best time to call a draw is when the defense is playing a pass situation, so a down and distance that screams pass. You want those defensive linemen ripping up the field thinking, I'm going to go sack the quarterback. In this case, they time it perfectly, hands the ball off to the back, big pickup.
Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. good drive to this point. Now can you convert on 3rd and 3? Again, it's Henderson. That's not going to work either. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. It's going to bring up 4th down. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their second. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Broncos get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
I think apart from the wind, when you talk about kicking in the elements, Mike, I think the snow has to be the kicker's worst nightmare. It's just so hard to have the confidence that when you stick that plant foot, it's not going to give way. So get
into space. Inside the 30. Sensational return. They drag him down inside the 15-yard line.
All right, so if you're going to be a kick returner in the National Football League, you need these 2 things. Balance, vision, and yeah, speed doesn't hurt too much either. And all 3 of those were evident there. I mean, what a return that was to set his guys up, starting this drive inside the red zone.
He'll find Hampton out of the backfield.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Dart going to throw here on 2nd down. Look at that. Slid across his body and connected. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
2 yards from 6 points. It is 1st down and goal. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. To the end zone, it's intercepted. It is picked off by the rookie safety. And the Broncos are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Out of his own end zone, Prescott. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
That's taken in left side by Smith. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. One team advances. One team's season ends here. Second half underway in the AFC wildcard game. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
They're on the 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
try again. It's 2nd and 10. On the play fake, here's Dart. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Kevin Winston. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. Sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 2. Pistol now for Prescott. Pass to the sideline and hauled in by Smith. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 11-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. 46.
From the shotgun, it's down. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. That's the linebacker, Nick Bonito. In for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up 3rd down.
Kill. Switch it, hey.
Now Prescott. And he's going to be stopped well short of the first down. Gain of 6, but it brings up 4th down.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down.
47.
Prescott. That one going to be intercepted in the end zone if he stayed in bounds. Now the officials say no, it is incomplete. Crisis averted for the offense, at least for the moment. A near turnover there. Here's Dart on 1st and 10. And he's taken down up past the 35. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down. To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. He'll check this down to the running back. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. 14 yards on that pass play there. First down, Indianapolis.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And he will score! Jonathan Mingo. Touchdown, Colts. On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. So even after the penalty, they're not going to rethink things. They'll stick with going for one. A little bit easier following the penalty, and the kick is good. Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. On the return, here's Luke McCaffrey. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
On the return, the Broncos take over first and 10. At their own 26-yard line.
On play action, here's Dak. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down.
This secondary, I mean, they just continue to impress me this entire game, Mike. I mean, it just feels like every ball is contested. Even the ones that are complete, those windows are tight. In this case, a really nice job knocking the ball away, and I just can't say enough about how hard these guys compete on every play. This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Hey, kill! 47!
This side, fellas! That's an offense? We have an offense!
Here we go, go to 54, wide in. Here we go, 46. Hey, 47! What do you think?
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. He's got his man. It's Smith. And he is going to have a Broncos first down. They find a way to keep the drive going with the fourth down conversion.
First and 10.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Pass caught by Bond. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
Yeah, here we go. Wide in. Whittington.
One quarter remains here in this AFC wildcard matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
54, go to 54. Yeah, here we go.
Fourth quarter begins on the ground. And he'll try to drive forward. Not a bad gain in these conditions. Will give him about 5 yards.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Kill. Here we go, 47.
Second down, Prescott. He'll take a shot here, back to the end zone. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it'll be third down.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
On third down, Henderson. And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down.
That's another Broncos
47.
first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here we go, 46, 46. 46.
First down, Prescott. To the outside, he's got Smith. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6. Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
Time now becoming a factor as we get to third down.
47.
Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. That one broken up and is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up fourth down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Hey, kill.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. He'll let this go towards the end zone. He is out of bounds, but that's a nice return to give the offense the ball up past the 45-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him. Yahya Diaby in there to drop him, and that's going to be a loss of 9 to open this drive. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. They'll drop to throw. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now third down comes up.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
Third and long, and Dart is going to throw. He lets one go, looking for Shaheed. That is hard. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll run with Hampton. He'll try to push forward, but only a yard down to the 2. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
At the 2-yard line.
Hold it ready.
They'll try to run with Johnson. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Indy. Reichert now to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Colts extend their advantage to 14-3. Striker it out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. To return, it's McCaffrey. Oh, he's got room past the 30. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
At their own 42-yard line.
Here is 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. What do you think?
A shotgun snap for Prescott. He's going to look downfield once again. That's hard. And he'll take it on in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Denver.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get
hot. So they get the 2-point conversion, and all of a sudden that 11-point deficit down to just a field goal here in the 4th.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
That's the thing about these onside kicks. They're really unpredictable. You're trying to get the ball to take that big high hop, but it doesn't. It ends up just going through everybody on the recovery team and ends up going out of bounds.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. The Broncos going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. We'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. 3rd and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. They'll go, and here's Dart. He'll buy time left. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So this one, a win for the visiting Colts as they are moving on. They got into the playoffs as a wild card. They get the win away from home in the opening round. Now they'll regroup and get ready for the divisional round next weekend. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.